Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Musa Jallo, and in today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to a video by Noah Kagan, and the video is entitled Asking New York Millionaires How to Make $1 Million. So with no further delay, let's get into the reaction.
We are in the most expensive city in America, New York City. We just checked out a room here that was $10,000 a night. How do these people afford this? Today, we're gonna find out by going up to New Yorkers and asking them, what do y'all do for a living? What kind of stuff do you guys do in New York? What was your career?
Ship owning.
What? Really? You own ships?
Yes.
Wow, the own ships, and it's not even boat, but shipped. That's like some next level
Mostly
stuff.
tankers.
And you bought
Wow, tankers.
sold tankers?
Yes.
Is that very lucrative of a career?
There are good years and very challenging years. This is the only city in the world we could have started that business.
Very impressive.
It's special.
What kind of company did you start?
It's called Haifa Limestone, so I import limestone from Europe and the Middle East. We do high-end homes.
How much does limestone cost?
It used to cost me $5,000 a container to ship it before the pandemic. Now it's $20,000.
Oh my god. From 5,000 to 20,000, increasing the shipping costs.
When did you feel like you made it in America?
I wanted to make $1 million before I turned 30, and it turns out that was the easiest one to make. After that, it got harder.
That's like some baller stuff over there right now.
It's been a really fun ride, but success is different for everybody. It's like, what's success? Is it a million? Is it 50 million? Is it 500 million? It's not a number. It's more what makes you happy.
What does finance do?
I take people's money and try to give them more money back.
I really like the explanation. It seems so pretty simple, but like that's what that's what people in finance do. They literally take your money and try to give you back more money.
Essentially,
What do people make in that career?
hundreds of thousands.
So if someone was just starting out, what would you recommend?
Work hard, keep grinding.
What was it like for you?
A lot of hours, kissing ass, and gotta make a name for yourself.
I always tell people, like, whenever you are working, sometimes you might feel like people are encroaching on your rights, but if it's like a career you want to do that you really like, sometimes it's like it's just worth it to go through like that phase, grind until you like become too important for them to lose you, for example, but you have to work hard, no matter the situation.
Farmland at auction, we sell in 40 different states. We sell quite a bit of land in Texas. Love Texas. Texas is a great state.
Is that a lucrative career, selling farmland?
It's a good career, excellent career.
What kind of work are you in?
I head up operations for North America for a English brand. We design and manufacture kitchenware products.
Really? Which kind of product?
It's a brand's called Joseph, anything chopping boards.
Joseph, they have like the super famous cutting boards?
Yeah, the multi, like
Wow.
lots of colours.
How'd you end up getting in that work?
I've been with the brand like 10 years. I started off in customer service.
From customer service to like running all...
Actually, I feel like that's why I feel like, except for maybe being a pilot or maybe like a doctor and stuff like that, I feel like almost every other career, you just have to like get in the situation, you can land the job on the job and become good at it, So like this lady from customer service, like all the way to like the head of the brand, that's crazy growth, in just 10 years time also. I feel like that is really, really impressive.
All of North America.
Yes.
How'd you do that?
Through hard work, I was able to move up 3 different departments, and yes, and now I've head it up.
If someone was starting in their career, what would you recommend for them?
Hard work, getting in, making sure you don't mind putting in the extra hours.
We thought it'd be easy to get some advice from the rich and wealthy that live in New York City.
Sir, do you have a few minutes?
Not right now.
But the more we tried to approach them, the more we got rejected. But the people we met who weren't part of the super rich had some of the most inspiring stories.
How much is your rent here?
So I pay $1,200. Literally right down here. It's small. It's like 70 square feet, like super small.
Wow, 70 square feet. That's too low.
70 square feet.
Yeah, I didn't want to pay too much, but I wanted to like live the New York experience. So like start out like small and then work your way up.
And what do you do for work?
Business development.
And what do y'all do in New York?
I'm in horticulture,
What is horticulture?
gardening. I work at a baseball stadium, so I do all the grounds outside the stadium.
You do like the grass, like the Mets or the Yankees?
That's City Field.
What
Honestly, I feel like it might be like a fun job, you just hanging around the stadium like all day, every day, I wouldn't want to do it personally, but I feel like it could be a fun job actually.
horticulture is nice.
Not enough.
6 figures?
No. 75.
What kind of work do you do in New York?
I do recruitment,
What kind of people are you recruiting?
so I do more in the fashion business. So,
What does someone like that make as a recruiter? What's like the range of salary?
well, you have a base and then you get commission.
What was your first New York salary? Do you remember? The first paycheck?
34K.
So what do you do in New York?
So I do tech sales for a company called Okta. I'm a
Wow, that's one career that I really like, tech sales. Like,
Product manager at a property tech company as well.
What are the range of salaries at these kind of tech companies?
Upwards of like 300-400 in a year.
whoa, 300-400 a year. That's like 3 to 4 million krona, I can guarantee you there's almost no job, we can do to make this kind of money,
Some people make around like 120.
Dude, it's all over the place, like depending on the job. Like as a product manager, you'd say the low end is probably around 100. You guys at Google are probably making like 400 all in.
I'm a graphic designer. I now work at Google.
Like generally, how much do you make range?
When I first moved, I think I made like 80 grand a year or something like that. And she was in school and making no money.
What would be your advice for someone that's new coming to New York?
Come with friends. Be willing to live in like totally shit situations and take whatever job that you can.
Take risks, try new things, push yourself. I think playing it safe in New York doesn't get you very far.
Are you in tech or?
Actually, that's one thing that I really like about New York City, because I feel like me, like the way my brain work, I don't like to do things that are comfortable, like I feel like it's like really important to take risks, but also like I'm really good at taking like calculated risk, that's one thing. I hope I'm not having like the Donny-Kruger effect, but I feel like I'm good at taking like calculated risk. So like I like to be in a situation where, for example, like there's a very high risk, but also a very hard reward, and I feel like I perform better in situation like that,
What do you do for it? I was trying to guess. I was like designer, architect.
No, I work in finance.
Oh, do you?
You look like a finance bro, actually.
Do you wear this to work?
I've worn this to work, but I usually wear black pants.
What kind of stuff do you do in finance?
Asset management.
Like, what are the ranges of salaries that someone could be?
Starting out, I think the average wage is like 95K.
What do you do for work?
Finance for Department of Education.
Like the government? So like I help pay for you a little bit.
Basically, this is all your taxpayer dollars.
What does the Department of Education do with finance?
So I oversee special ed finance, budgets in finance when it relates to special needs kids.
How much money is that in the budget that you guys manage?
I manage about $6 billion.
Wow. Oh my God. America, I feel like it's so rich, Oh my God. I know it's not expressing the money, but like for an individual to be managing that much money, it's crazy to think about,
Dude, that is wild. Is that wild to you? How much would you be making if you were in private, you think?
I want to say like 180, 200.
What kind of stuff do you do in New York? What do you do for work?
I'm a lawyer.
I don't know if I want to be sued by you or have you as like my
He actually gave me like the fashion designer vibe, actually,
Feds. What kind of law?
None of the above, yeah. I'm a corporate lawyer.
What's the range of what a lawyer can make in New York?
Between 50,000 to maybe 100,000. But if you're in the corporate space, you probably make six figures.
What do you do in New York?
I'm a composer.
That is so cool. What do you compose?
I compose music for TV.
Is there anything that we've heard or?
There was the opening sequence on Shameless, a TV show.
What's a top composer make? Like I have no idea.
There's Hans Zimmer. He makes quadrillions, but then it goes down to pennies per stream on like Spotify or whatever.
That's crazy, actually, though. Like, but I feel like, like this kind of industry, like, it's crazy, actually. Like, there is like so big a stream, like you have people on the other hand, like making like almost nothing, and you have people on the other end like making like so much money. I feel like sometimes it's like very hard to break into industry like that because you have to like have like a track record. You have to like prove yourself, for people to like give you like the bigger roles to get to make more money. But that's a lot. That the range is really so wide.
Like 0.0008 cents.
What do you do in New York?
I'm a consultant for a healthcare company. I work with getting legalized medical marijuana.
Really? How did you get into that career?
Former client in the pharmaceutical industry sought me out. I worked for CBS Television for 21 years, running their health division.
What's the salary of someone like this? If someone aspired to be a consultant?
It's an IPO, so pay isn't great, but there's the equity when it goes public.
What kind of?
That's crazy. I would love to try that one day. Work in a startup. Start from the ground up with probably like in the beginning of like those who like created a company, like work from the ground, like take it up to IPO, because I feel like it is, if you're not starting your own business, I feel like it is like maybe like the fastest way to like make a whole lot of money in a very short time, not in a very short time. It take a lot of time, it take a lot of hard work, and there is a high possibility like the startup will fail, but I feel like this one of like the fastest way, or like one of the most sure way you could like really make a lot of money,
What work are you in?
I work in finance, but there's opportunities in every industry.
How do you think you made it?
Just hard work. You like to work, you come to New York.
How much work is hard work?
I'm a workaholic, but I think in any field, like whether you're a lawyer, a banker, New York City is a place, it's a magnet for people who like.
I swear to God, man, that is like so true, you know. Like I feel like if you're a workaholic, you go there, you know. But the thing is, what is considered to be a workaholic, you know? Like, is it like 80 hours a week? Is it like 100 hours a week? Are we talking like really hard work or smart working, you know? Is it like based on productivity? Or is it like based on like the amount of hours you're putting in, you know? So it's crazy, you know, but I would really love to live in New York, you know.
To work hard.
Do you love what you do?
I love what I do, yeah.
That was great. Thank you guys so much for taking the time. What's been different and interesting about the story that we're not expecting is that just because someone's dressed well doesn't mean they're rich. But there definitely indicates more than that. And there's also a lot of people who are very wealthy that don't dress well. Kind of made me think about how we judge each other. Definitely a lot of interesting people in New York. And I think one of the common themes from the variety of people that we got to chat with today was that all of them really said you just got to keep going.
Thank you guys for watching this video. It was like so much fun, you know. I like to see what like people make personally, you know. I don't see why people like to hide their income, you know. For me, it doesn't make sense to me personally. But like I really appreciate a video like this, that people like share the income, they share like the path they take to like get where they are today in their career and stuff like that. It's like really motivating for me personally. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, remember to like it, comment down below. We'll see you in the next one. Peace out.